Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
I chose stereotypes as my first community issue in this semester. What drew my attention to it is that there's been a lot of issues with racism and stereotyping, with like the whole Black Lives Matter movement, just basically any sort of movement against a specific race. And I really wanted to make an impact in saying stereotypes may be used for comedic purposes for certain comedians like Dave Chappelle, Jerry Seinfeld, Gabriel Iglesias, but not all of it is about comedy. There are some real issues with stereotypes. They are oversimplified views on a specific group that are largely not true. And that's why I think it was an important thing to bring up.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in the community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
So for our call to action, our topic was the Syrian refugee crisis, and the call to action that we used was we took to social media and asked the members of our class to tweet out a hashtag Save Aleppo, which was a hashtag that is previously used to allow refugees into the United States. There are well over 1 million refugees still trying to get out of Syria, and since social media is the most popular thing in the world right now, it was the perfect medium for us to try to get more people to talk about this issue.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
I think in regards to my group members, my biggest strength would be that when I have the right materials and I practice the speech that we had came up with, I can be a really strong speaker, and I make a lot of eye contact with the audience and barely look down at my note cards just for like referencing. I think that looking at your note cards constantly is not necessarily a good thing. I know even if you're just trying to look for reference points and remember what you were talking about. Yeah, I think that's my biggest strength according to them.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
There really wasn't anything too challenging about working with Josie and Sarah. They're both great people to work with. I've really enjoyed spending time with them. It was also a great way to get to know them a little bit better and hang out with actual people from that class. And hopefully we see each other on campus more often. We wave at each other, say hi to each other if we're close enough. And really there were no issues when creating the persuasive speech. We just kind of got it done when we needed to do it, and it worked out well in the end.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from COMM 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
I think what will stick with me from this class is that my ability to talk with people more. Before I took this class, I wasn't very good at speaking. I would always end my sentences with yeah, or something similar to that. And now I don't do that as often. So I think it has helped me be more confident in my speaking. And I think that's what will stick with me the most is my ability to speak. So I really appreciate what this class has done for me, and I hope it sticks with me for the rest of my days.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.